what up and welcome back. So one of my favorite brands launched a new concealer, and that would be Westman Atelier. So they launched a new concealer, I believe it was last week. It's not available on the Sephora website yet. It is on the Sephora website, but it says coming soon. I was able to pick it up last Wednesday, I believe it was, because Gucci had like a webinar type deal, and like right after the webinar, if you attended, you were able to purchase the concealer. So I went ahead and got the concealer. There are 16 shades of the concealer, and I got the shade Atelier 3, which is described as a tan with a deep peach undertone. It is $48. And we're just going to go ahead and try it out today. We're going to do like a whole Westman Atelier face because I have enough product that I can actually do that. I'm also going to try out another one of their new products. They did also launch recently, and I've had it for a while, but I've already used it. One of their new, the new super loaded tinted highlighter. This one is called Peau de Peony. I've used it already and I love it. It's like a shiny blush, but it's not like too shiny. Hopefully it shows up on camera. This is what it looks like. It's a really pretty pink shade, and it looks like that. So we're gonna use this on camera today as well. But first, let me read you some blurbs about the concealer. The concealer comes in a package that looks like this. What I really like about this package is that there's a window so you can see when you're running out of product. That is just like awesome. As usual, it's pretty heavy. It's a screw top. No magnets here for this one. Comes out like this. Has a doe foot wand. Is this a doe foot wand? No, not really a doe foot wand, but I guess close enough. Anywho, let's go ahead and read some blurbs real quick, and then we're going to try the concealer. So I'm reading from the Sephora website. It says what it is: a precise, buildable coverage concealer clinically shown to reduce the look of dark circles, featuring serum strength skincare to hydrate, visibly brighten and smooth. The coverage is medium. The finish is natural. It is liquid. Obviously, it's a concealer. And what else you need to know? In Vital Skincare Brightening Concealer, professional performance pigments and potent skincare combined for breathable coverage that feels as good as it looks. This concealer builds and sets in seconds to blur the look of texture for a creaseless finish. Hyaluronic acid and peptides hydrate and firm, while Vital Wake Up Complex visibly evens tone and diminishes dark circles over time. So, we're going to see if all that is true. If it sets instantly, that means I don't have to sit here and wait, which would be awesome. So to let you know what I'm wearing, I'm actually wearing the Vital Skincare foundation. The shade that I wear is 10.5. I think it's called Caramel. The Vital Skin, oh my God, what's it called? The Vital Skincare Foundation Stick, and I use this shade 10.5, which I believe is called Caramel. I'm not sure. Anywho, let's just go ahead and try the concealer, shall we? Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, I'm seeing that nice deep peach, which for me is always a good thing. Okay, so it blends out very nicely, but as for it being crease free, I feel like it goes into that one little crease that I have under my eye, and everything goes in there. I'll have to look again, but that's decent coverage. It's not like the best, like you can see here and here. I don't know if you can tell the difference. There's a slight bit of a difference, but not like too much. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more to see if I can get some more coverage. Alright, so that's better coverage. Okay, so 2 passes seems to be what will give me the level of coverage that I want. And like you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. This looks brighter than this side does here. Right? Right. So I'm going to actually let this side sit for a minute, and then I'm going to go in and see if I can just do 1 pass with just letting it sit there for a minute to get a little bit more tacky, and see how well that works for more coverage. Okay, so I've been sitting here for a minute. Let's see if I can get more coverage now. Okay, so I think the key, even though it says that it sets instantly, I think the key is to sit and get it a little bit tacky, because now both sides have the same level of coverage and I only went in on this side 1 time. So yeah, I think the key is to let it sit for a little while. It doesn't set instantly, so yeah. I'm still gonna go in with a little bit more. Alright, so far so good with this concealer. Not gonna be a super long video. Alright, so the side that I let sit, it is actually not getting into that line underneath my eye. But the side that I didn't let sit, it's showing under that line that is always there, that everything gets into, it's getting into that line. But the coverage on this side looks a lot better than the coverage on this side. So once again, the key is to let it sit for a minute before you work it in, because even though it says it sets instantly, obviously it doesn't. But it's not emphasizing the texture underneath my eye, under either eye. I wonder if I have to set it. I don't set my concealer, so I'm not going to. I'm going to be doing a wear test, but I'm not going to set it because I never set my concealer. But so far so good. I am going to finish the rest of my face off camera, and then I will be right back. Alright guys, I almost forgot that I said I was going to show you the new Westman Atelier super loaded highlighter. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera, because it's packed in here so deep that like it takes a lot to get some product up on a brush. But I got some product here, and I'm going to apply it to my cheek right now and see if you guys can see it. Really, it's like a beautiful shiny blush. It really, really is. Like, I can see it here, but I don't know if you guys can see it or not. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to go over it with Garçon, which I think is a really good compliment to it. And this is a whole Westman Atelier face, like literally everything. Brows, mascara, lips. The color that I'm wearing is Rue. It's so nice when you can do like a whole brand's worth of products. I really love being able to do that. Like, you could wear this by itself, and I have worn this by itself just as like a nice, very lightly shaded blush. It's really good for that. But today I'm going to add Garçon to it, like I said, because I think it's a very nice complement to the color. Petal is also a good complement to the color, and so is what's the other one? Pop It. but I think out of all three of them, Guerlain is probably the best suited for this particular shade. Finally, to finish off my Westman Atelier face, I'm going to go in with the Vital Skin Pressed Powder in the shade Dune, if I can open it, which looks like that, to set my face. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a full Westman Atelier face featuring all of my favorite products and the new Westman Atelier Vital Skin Care. What? Girl, stop making stuff up. Oh, I did make it up. Vital Skincare Concealer. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a wear test. It is not early. Usually I'm here doing this early, but like I kind of laid in bed until like 11:30 because I was too lazy to get up. I was up, but I was too lazy to get out of bed. It is now 12:50. I'm not really doing much of anything today, to be honest with you. I hadn't planned on going out, but I might run out for a little bit. And we're just going to see how the concealer holds up for the rest of the day. I shall be back here later. Oh, by the way, a couple of things. Other than things I mentioned before, you know, there's no scent to it, so that's always good. There's no burning. Sometimes when I use concealers, it could burn, like with the Gucci one. It burned at first when I first used it. Didn't happen this time. It's very easy to apply. It's very easy to blend out. And the color is perfect. The color is absolutely perfect, so that's always a plus. All right, guys. I will be back here later on with the results of my wear test. I will see you then. Bye. Alright friends, it is now 6 minutes past 7 and I am back, and this is what my face looks like with the concealer. Let's take a look up close, but I can already tell you that I think the side, don't worry about that, that's my microwave if you hear anything in the background. I think the side with that I let sit for a minute held up better than the other side, so let's take a look. And it did. So you can probably tell too just from looking at it. So once again, no emphasis on the texture underneath my eye. It did get into that line, but it didn't get into it as bad as this one for some reason. Well, I don't know, for some reason, or because I let it sit for a minute. Who knows? Anyway, so it didn't get into this line as badly as the one over here. And I took a nap. And the only evidence, as you can see, of the nap is like my eyeliner ran right here. You can see it. But it held up pretty well. Let's see. I don't know why I'm pulling this so close because I can't see nothing up close. I'm so blind. Yeah, this side definitely held up a whole lot better than this side did. This side there is some fading. Well, this one doesn't have any fading at all. But guess what? I like this concealer. It's very rare that there's anything from Westman Atelier that I don't like. Very, very rare. And this is no exception because I really do like this concealer. It is the perfect shade for me. It's a skin tone shade. And also it has that peach correcting property, which is always good for dark circles. So I like this concealer and I am pretty happy that I picked it up. So if you were thinking about picking it up, I don't think that you could go wrong with doing that. It held up pretty well. I did go out. Like I said, I also took a nap, like 3 hours or something like that. My mascara, not my mascara, my eyeliner ran, but the concealer stayed in place on this side anyway. On the side that I didn't let it sit, it faded a little bit, not too much. It got into lines more than over here, but it still looks pretty decent. So I would say if you're going to use it, even though it says that it sets instantly, just let it sit for a minute and then work it in. You'll get better coverage that way, and obviously better lasting power as well. So yeah, so I really like this concealer. And look at my face, right? This Vital Skin foundation, I forgot how bomb this foundation was, but like my face looks exactly the same way it looked when I left here and I took a nap and went out. Yo, Westman Atelier products is a top tier. They just are. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me for my review on the new Westman Atelier Vital Skin Care concealer. If you were thinking of picking it up, I think that you should. It is $48. And it is a good performing concealer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a great performing concealer. I don't think you could go wrong picking it up. So if you were thinking about it, let me know in the comment section what you think about the concealer, whether you think it's worth it or not. I mean, it's a concealer. It's $48. It's not that big, but once again, it's Westman Atelier. It's thick and creamy though, so like I feel like it will last quite some time. But yeah guys, let me know. Oh, the shade I got, I did say Atelier 3, but it's Atelier T3 Tan 3. That's the shade that I got. But yeah, once again, back to the conclusion. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section, because you know I will answer them. But as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.